I think one of us playing music, yeah. YouTube, we care about privilege.
Uh-huh.
It's cause you only the high-end YouTubers they won't do that to.
Actually, I've been watching videos. I mean, I don't know how high end, cause Angry Joe gets hit with it all the time, and that fucker's huge.
I think this dude lagged me out. Shit, that was my last fucking match. Man.
Oh, this one is a go. Go see Spider or Crow.
Oh my god, is this for real? Let's see what this is.
Now connected to Galaxy S10 Plus.
New ice powers will evolve in year 4. Essentially,
Alexa,
they've confirmed that new
stop.
aspects were planned for future seasons, which we already pretty much got the gist of. The main thing we wanted to dive in this interview is he talks about condensing our light-based subclasses. You gotta say right off the bat, concerns the hell out of me. Like, don't get me wrong, I want light-based subclasses to get essentially the same layout that Stasis has. But at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice certain supers, which is what was brought up in this article. So let's begin. First up,
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
subclass is the star of the show for Beyond Light, the franchise's 2020 expansion. Stasis is the first of the game's new darkness classes, with more likely coming in the upcoming expansions. Yeah, it's almost confirmed Corruption will most likely be here with the Witch Queen, and who knows what Lightfall is going to be, but Corruption definitely looks like it's already on the table due to necrotic grips, the synergy it has with Thorn. Even when you die from it, it even shows you in the kill feed you were killed by Corruption. According to Bungie though, more changes are coming to Stasis in year 4. Being of the darkness, Stasis works a little bit differently than the Solo Arc and Void subclasses players have known since Bungie launched the first Destiny game in 2014. One of the ways that difference manifests is in the customization system for Stasis. It's different from the Light Supers, which are all binary choices, asking players to select one of 3 branches on each super tree. Stasis is completely modular, letting players pick and choose various powers to go along with the Darkness subclass. Yeah, a lot more customization on the Darkness subclasses, and of course aspects and fragments really mix this up. But understand, before we go any further, this isn't new, alright? Like, I just want to point out that the customization we have from these Darkness subclasses, we had very similar, if not more customization of our subclasses back inside of Destiny 1. So this is not a new philosophy. The only reason why we went to these tree nodes, as they're calling it, inside of Destiny 2, is for the sake of balance, which that just pretty much went out the window in Beyond Light. But let's continue. In an interview with Polygon last week, we asked Destiny 2's game director Luke about the Darkness customization. We're really excited about the new system, he said. With the Stasis Super system operating as a kind of journey into a realm of customization, Bungie seems to think it was successful, and we agree. Each Darkness subclass comes with a new super and some unlockable grenade options. Then, players can slot up the 2 powerful aspects into their character, which add new perks to the Stasis abilities. For example, Warlocks can choose an aspect that allows them to freeze nearby enemies when they cast a Rift, while Titans can elect to shatter nearby enemies when they slide. Players can then slot less powerful fragments into those aspects, offering minor additions like a damage buff whenever the player freezes an enemy. Currently, each class has 2 aspects, enough to fill both slots, and that's it. Players can also earn about 6 fragments that can change out at will. Currently, Stasis is fairly static, with fragments being the only differentiator between players. But not for long. Our intention is to add more, said Smith. Between now and next fall's Witch Queen expansion, Bungie will add more aspects and fragments to Stasis, allowing players to interchange their aspects and more uniquely customize their subclass. aspects. Sure, alright. More fragments, more aspects. That's the gist. In our
He sounds
conversation with
excited.
Smith, though, he made it clear that the new system isn't just meant to differentiate the light and darkness subclasses going forward. The goal has to offer more customization to players. Smith quoted a fellow co-worker, Kevin Yames, who refers to the new subclass system as Diet Materia from Final Fantasy VII. Currently,
Yes,
players don't
exactly.
quite
It's
have that
Materia
level
from Final
of
Fantasy
customization.
VII.
But over the next few seasons, Stasis should expand with new aspects and fragments, allowing each player to have more unique Stasis configurations.
they've
I don't
been
think it's an
playing Final
issue
Fantasy,
of not having enough level of customization. It's just availability. We don't have more than 2 aspects right now because they're not available. But moving on to today's article, which is Destiny 2's older subclasses could get an upgrade eventually. Essentially, in this article, it was outlined that the older classes feel a little stale compared to Stasis and its completely new modular customization system. According to Bungie, the studio would love to bring this new customization system to the older subclasses. It's just not clear.
Oh, so they're just gonna rework it.
From Luke Smith, we only want to have
That sounds like a rework.
system.
That's what it sounds like.
But as Bungie sets out to add new content, keep up with seasons,
Huh?
eventually add.
So, Fred, they probably will have it as
No, it broke the game too much.
You broke up, sir.
Oh, I said it broke the game too much. They'll never bring it back. Yes. Yeah, give me a second. I'm downstairs.
A 100 is damn. Share the Darnic spirit. The which one? I didn't check for it yet. You just have to go in there? Yeah. 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 It might be that. Oh, you suck. Yeah, that's good. Look at these dudes. Come on, man. What is it? 5 minutes. Dude, nice. Deed zone crimp completion.
And Daddy's back with his stuffed salmon.
Wow, we need stuff in it.
It came stuffed with like other seafood in it. I didn't do it. I bought it like that, and I just had to cook it. Mods, where do you work? CNN? Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. No, that's me. Also, I know you go to college all the time. What are you talking about? Okay. That's good. It's good to like your job. No, you're going back into lockdown. I know, I was watching a video last night of a guy who owns a restaurant. He was the health department came to his restaurant to pretty much lock him up, and not lock him up, but they took away his license so that he couldn't operate anymore. And he was getting highly upset because he couldn't pay his employees.
Oh, destruction.
I'll be right back.
Which one? I think it's okay. Tell you the truth. I gotta take a look at it on my Titan, and because it only suits certain. I noticed certain shaders only suit certain armors. That's the thing. Just like the black and red one, something crimson, or yeah, exactly. I'm like, that goes with like everything. Definitely on ships. I love the way it makes ships look. Welcome back, Diablo. Oh man, it's so offensive. That sounds simple. Yeah, it's 65-inch TV. For a guy my size, that's nothing. Oh, okay. Yeah, and here I am, 255. You know, just trying to give everybody these cookies. Nice. Maybe she just tells you after, she's like, oh, this tastes horrible, and you just kill her to death. Like, yo, like, you know how hard I work for these fucking cookies? In your people. Yeah, I can do it.
It's the law of commerce. I am the supply, and I make the demands. Tell him I'm listening, but not for long. Any news from my salvage team? I want that loot. My. How did a Soros ship land on my doorstep? Oh well, it's not polite to ask questions. Any news from my salvage team? I want that loot. It's the law of commerce. I am the supply, and I make the demands.
Oh, you've got that type of cat, huh?
He's constantly attacking me.
Cat's got a fetish.
Bro, I think he does. Stop!
I think you should take a photo and just leave him some pictures of your feet.